Hi, my name is Russell Kent Nicholls and I'm a wedding videographer from the UK. I've been shooting weddings on Lumix since the G7, the GH5 and now the S series with the S1 and the S1H. I wanted to share with you some of my favourite video features of the S series cameras and why I choose to shoot Lumix for all of my wedding films. I love shooting in slow motion on a wedding day. I feel that it really adds to the sense of romance and atmosphere. With the S1 and the S1H, I can shoot beautiful slow motion internally direct to the SD card, even up to 4K at 60 frames a second. There's a huge variety of bit rates and frame rates to choose from when using these cameras, and I love how the image doesn't look too digital. It looks really natural and organic. And the image quality, whenever I unload my SD cards onto the computer, I'm always blown away by the quality of the picture. It has great dynamic range, the highlights always roll off really nicely, and there's very, very little noise in the shadows, which is great if you're shooting low light or in direct sunlight. I'm a big fan of shooting wide open on prime lenses, so this is a 35mm lens here, but sometimes I'm going to need a little bit of extra reach. So that's why I like to use the crop mode feature. So that actually enables me to crop in and use the Super 35 mode. That basically turns my 35mm into around a 50mm. So sometimes at weddings when I can't physically get closer to the subject, I can actually crop in with the press of a button, and then I'm basically using two prime lenses in one. I tend to shoot mostly with my camera on a gimbal, but there are times when I want to go handheld. So I can just slide the camera straight off of the gimbal and enable the InBody Stabilization. Now the InBody Stabilization on these cameras is really, really good. I can get some really steady shots just by holding the camera, or if I want to do some shots with a little bit more handheld movement, I can do that without having a overpowering shake in the footage. So the InBody Stabilization is definitely one of the plus points of this system. Sometimes when you're shooting live events such as weddings, you never know if things are going to go as planned. So with the unlimited recording in the S series cameras, I know that I can leave the camera on a tripod recording the ceremony or speeches, come back to it later once the event's finished, and know that I've got everything captured exactly how I intended. When shooting destination weddings, you do have to think about the temperature of your camera. With the S1H's internal fan, I know that I don't have to worry about the camera overheating. They're also built to withstand the elements, so they are dust and splash resistant. So I know that even if I'm getting in the water for an adventurous couple shoot, that they're going to withstand everything that I throw at them. On a typical wedding day, I tend to get through about 2.5 batteries. With the included USB-C cable, when I'm on a break, I can just simply plug in, top up the battery, and I'm ready to carry on shooting. Reliability is something that is really important to wedding videographers and photographers, as you only get the one chance to capture the day as it unfolds. Having dual card slots in these cameras means that I don't have to worry should something happen to one of the memory cards. The low light performance of these cameras really is excellent, and I don't have to worry about bringing and setting up lights to an evening reception. The ISO performance is fantastic, even more so on the S1H with its dual native ISO, so I can bump up the ISO without having to worry about introducing too much noise. I'll also be sharing my favourite S-series video settings for weddings, so keep an eye out for that. My name's Russell Kent Nicholls and thank you for watching.